everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new, please do stick around. Today's video is the video I feel like all mums have been waiting for. This is all about when people touch your baby. Before I go into this, I want to say this isn't a pin. I'm not pinning this on anyone. This isn't for anyone in particular, and I'm not talking about inappropriate. I'm not talking about assault. I'm talking about just general touching of the hand, of the face, people thinking your baby's so damn adorable that they have the right to go up and touch him or her. So, the other day I was in Costa. I'm going to tell you a little story. The other day I was in Costa with my friend, and a lady, an elderly lady, kept looking at my son. Now, I was just, you know, proud mama. Yep, that's my boy. He's gorgeous. I know, you can look at him. He's mine. But then she got up and she was on her way out and she slowed down, and I just thought, I know exactly what you're going to do. And I am a coward. I didn't say anything. My friend was holding my baby at the time. So this lady went up and she touched his hand and she touched his cheek, and she was, you know, coochie cooing and, oh, you're gorgeous, which he is. But she also had a fag in her hand. She was about to go out and smoke. Now, if you smoke, that is totally up to you, but I certainly don't want that around my child. And it's on her fingers. The smell would have been on her fingers. I just want my child as far away from that kind of thing as possible. You know, while he's a baby and he's under my control, I'm going to keep him away from that kind of thing. But regardless of that, she touched my baby. Now, I'm not saying that there was she didn't do anything wrong. Granted, she didn't do anything wrong. She was just adoring my child. And, you know, when I see a baby, before I had my baby, I would appreciate and adore other people's children. You know, babies are cute. Children are gorgeous. They're cute. You know, we make them and they have their own personalities, and it's so lovely and it's wonderful. But I was livid with this woman. I was livid. Because I don't know what she's done with that day, where she's put her hands, what she's been touching. You know, the amount of germs you just get off a door handle, pushing the door, like to go into that cafe, how many thousands and thousands of germs would have been on that door handle that she would have used to enter the building. It's nothing that you do personally, and it's nothing that you probably mean to do, like, but let's be real. You don't know what germs you've got on your hands. You don't know if you're about to come down with a cold. You're more contagious before the symptoms show. So those few days before you get the coughs and the sneezes, those few days where you wouldn't even have a clue that anything was coming, those are your contagious days. So she could have been, you know, yeah, I'm fine, I'm healthy, don't worry, love, I've got this, I'm fine. But actually, was she? She could be at home right now in bed with the flu or a cold. We do not know. The fact is, babies don't have strong immune systems. They are not able to cope with the germs that adults can cope with, and unfortunately there are far too many horror stories, true life horror stories, where babies' lives have sadly been lost because somebody kissed or touched their baby. Now, that brings me to kissing. I don't know why anyone would kiss a baby that wasn't their own. I certainly wouldn't. If I saw a baby that was gorgeous, I would go and, you know, like I said, do the old coochie coo, your baby's gorgeous, so adorable, but I would never, ever, ever even dream of kissing that person's baby. I wouldn't. But I have even had my son in that situation where a couple of people have gone to kiss him. These are people that I know, so they probably thought it was okay, and like I said, you don't think that you're doing anything wrong, and you're not really. But in this day and age, it's just not safe. It's not safe, and it's not worth the risk, because if something happens to that baby because you kissed or touched that baby, who's to blame? You can't say, I didn't know, because actually it's a well-known fact that you just don't kiss and touch other people's babies. Like, it's just not those kind of times anymore. It is really sad. There have been lots of sad stories. When I was having my baby, I remember asking nurses, midwives, friends, as many people as I can, like, how am I supposed to tell people not to touch my baby? Like, how do you do that? Like, that's not something that's easy to do. It was on my mind because there was a lot of stories going around about people doing that and babies losing their lives, and it is very sad, and it is common, and it happens. So I did look up a few ways that you can tell people. One way is a sign. You can get these little signs from Amazon that you can put on the baby's buggy, and it just kind of says, please don't touch me, I can't handle your germs, or some of them have cute little poems. What was another one? Another one said, blame the baby. Tell people, please don't touch, really sorry, he or she is getting over a flu or a virus. I'm just, you know, wanting him to sort of clear up his symptoms before he's back out there, you know. So blame the baby. But even so, I don't know if I've got the confidence to do that, to be like, whoa, wait a minute, please don't touch my baby. But I should have it, because that's my son and I don't want anything to happen to him. But this video is for those of you that maybe don't know how to say it. This can go on your feed, what's it called, the wall, your feed, your news feed. Put this on your social media, send this to your family and friends, whatever. This is the video that is telling people, this is what I don't want people to touch my baby, I don't want people to kiss my baby, and this is why. No hard feelings to you, not trying to be mean, but it's just something that we really need to realise, that it's something so innocent on your part, but it's actually, it can be deadly. And especially with the coronavirus, we're told not to touch people. People are walking around with masks, they're not shaking people's hands anymore because of the germs and the spread. So why, like, it also affects older people and young people, like really, really young people. So that's the first thing that I thought. I was like, well, this lady, she's elderly. My son is like newborn. Like, come on. Anyway, like I said, she wasn't doing any harm. She didn't mean bad by it, but I do really feel like people need to know it's just not something you can do anymore. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with looking at a baby and thinking that baby is gorgeous without having to touch, without having to physically make contact with that baby. If you saw me in the street and you thought my dress was nice, you would just say, excuse me, I really love your dress, where'd you get it from? You wouldn't touch my dress and feel the material and rub your hands down. You'd use the words. You wouldn't use the feels. So we need to remember that. Babies do not have the same battle with their immune system against other things that we do. So please, people, do not touch. Please. It's not a, like, criticism. It's not a, I'm not like being nasty, I'm not saying anything mean about anyone out there, but if it, you know, you don't want to wait till it's too late, and it's just not worth the risk. So just look at the babies and adore them and think they're absolutely gorgeous and cute, but please don't touch. Please, please do not touch our babies. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I wanted this video to be short and sweet. I hope that this message came across without being harsh and nasty. Please do make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I try and do videos, all sorts of different videos. I do fashion and beauty, I do motherhood and lifestyle, I do questions, I do hot topics. So yeah, subscribe to my channel and make sure that you click the bell for notifications, like this video, and I do hope that this video helps you if you are struggling with this particular subject. I will see you all again in my very next video. See you later.